Okay. We'll talk later.
She knows she was giving us the business. Hi, Sheila.
Is Sheila there? Hey, yeah.
Sheila, are you there? I can't see the comments.
Yeah, I can't. Where were you watching? Like
me? I'm watching on Fubo.
Okay. We're watching on Philo. Duh.
Oh my gosh, why am I not? Wait, I should be watching on Philo.
I mean, or just not say anything.
I'm just not going to say a word. I'm watching on Philo. That's the only place to watch it.
No one else is actually covering it. If you can believe it.
No, nobody else.
Yeah. We are live, Bran. I can see us on the YouTubes, so we're there. Did you watch Field Day the first time around?
I have not seen Field Day yet.
Okay.
I taped it though. No, I just love Rachel so much.
You taped it?
Oh, I mean,
All right. You do you. If that's
I got my VCR.
Yeah. Good.
No, it's cute though, right? It's cute. Please tell me it's cute.
Bran loved it. Bran and Brian both loved it. I was less impressed. It just should be called Cold Fall Festival, not Field Day. Like it's a fall festival that they're putting on. It's not Field Day. And then it's so cold out. You can see how cold it is. Like it's actually snowing in a couple of scenes. and
like unlike most of their fall movies,
exactly.
where it's hot.
Yeah, the corn maze is frozen. Like it's like really, really like cold outside. And so, yeah, Benjamin and Rachel always are game, but it was not my thing. So, what are you going to do?
I actually thought the preview you would think is funny when they're thinking back and it goes to black and white of the kids like mud crawling.
Oh, yeah?
It looked like it was a funny comedic take, I thought.
They didn't do that in the show.
Did you see that?
No, they didn't do that in the actual.
Wait, that's actually a shame.
That sounds like a great preview.
It was really funny. I'll send it to you because I think I thought that more of the movie would be like that.
Yeah, that sounds great. There's a Christmas movie that's going to go black and white during the movie. Yeah,
wait, really?
Somebody wishes for like a world without Christmas or a year without Christmas, and it's actually going to be in black and white, from what I understand. Which is like quite a bold swing.
It definitely a bold swing.
I'm here for it.
It's not built more Christmas, though. That's for sure.
They would never. Not with that property.
No, with that property. Not with the built more.
Everything looks good on here.
Okay, good. Hello, everybody. It's great to be here. I think we can read chats.
Yeah.
We can, at least. I don't think Jax can.
I can't see.
Yeah.
Not even with her glasses.
Say whatever you want bad about Jax because she can't see it.
So
And if you say anything good, they'll never pass it on to me anyway.
So we are going to watch When Calls to Heart live. Obviously, we can't stream that. That would be illegal.
A lot of copyrights
and we wouldn't do that.
there.
So we are watching on our big screen, and we have
Philo.
it in our ears. And we'll watch, and then during commercial breaks, we'll chime in. We'll react in real time.
We will react in real time.
When she and Gowan kiss big ones, you will see me react in real
time.
time.
When jams his tongue down her throat, we will see it and just be like.
Hope.
And per the Philo, the season finale is starting. And do you see that? Do you see the countdown? Jax?
5 minutes.
Hold on, I want to hear it. Jax, we're going to say it on the count of 3 together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Nailed it. We are synced up. So that's where we are. We're watching the last 5 minutes of Field Day.
Yep.
Which we just recorded recorded the episode of that, but also the ranking episode, and things get quite contentious.
That's a little strong. A little bit contentious.
Apparently
the kids in black and white mudding through that was in the movie, and I just missed it. So
we'll see what's funny. Okay, did Aaron just tell you that, or did someone tell you on the chat?
No, somebody in the chat.
You didn't see that scene?
No, I didn't.
It was like a minute into the movie. How do you miss stuff?
That's probably why I missed it. I hit play. I had to watch it by myself. I hit play, and I went into the break room in there. I grabbed a drink, went to the bathroom, and just had it going because I only had like an hour 20 to finish
Jax,
it. So.
I do want you to know that Kayla says Jax is looking cute.
Yeah, that's because she's got that
thank you so much.
quinceañera sweatshirt
I had to wear it for our last episode.
That's beautiful.
I mean, not our last.
What are we thinking 4.5 minutes out? What are the
4.5 minutes? What are your
Nathan
expectations?
and Elizabeth kissing odds. Give me a percentage odds of that happening.
1%. I do not think they're kissing this episode.
I think it's 15%.
Wow.
15%. A longing glance at each other.
Oh, 100.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Something in between a kiss and a longing glance. Physical contact of any kind.
Yeah, I give that an 87%.
87.
Like a hand touch, or what about if they're like with the heaving bosom breaths? If they're doing that so intensely, I'm gonna give that a 96%.
Wow.
Lucas winning the election. What percent chance? 100?
100. He's winning.
We know.
I know he's winning.
You don't know. You don't,
I know it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why I know it. I watched an interview with him on the what is it?
Edify.
The Edify after show.
Yeah.
And I think he let it slip that he wins, and that's a story because he said the governor's storyline is something we're looking forward to exploring further or something.
Can I just say that Chris McNally and Kevin McGarry, for that matter, going rogue on a live, that would not be the first time.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember that years ago? They deleted it. It was on the Hallmark.
No, I don't remember this.
They got
It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
There was like the F-bomb and I think drinking. It was amazing.
Can I tell you this though?
Were they actually? They were live. That's why Hallmark, they don't do lives. Like they don't do actual lives. They're all pre-recorded.
Can I tell you this? Here's why I'm going 80% on Lucas winning the election is because Chris McNally is a really smart dude who would do something like this to throw you off and to make you think, and you know he would. We know Chris.
All right, this is what I'm talking about though, 80%. And you'll get to see this at the end. One of my way what's, and no one else noticed, at the end of this movie, they end with them taking a picture, and when it does the little like, hey, here's the picture, they're all looking elsewhere, and I don't know why.
You kept talking about it like
no one noticed.
But you didn't listen to what I said about 80%. He could have thrown us off.
I heard it. You think that he's doing an interview with Edify,
and he's throwing people off. Yes,
that's next level,
dude,
man.
He is. Hey, I'm still saying he's going to win the election, but I think it's 80%.
For those of you watching at home, we're on Philo, of course, and it just hit the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes mark.
Nailed it. This is very exciting. This is the first time
we've ever done
we've done it for the marathon, I guess.
We've never watched When Calls the Heart live.
No.
Never.
And this might be the only time.
This will be it. Yes.
No, guys, come on. Next season, I'm going to fly. It'll probably be the series finale, so I have to fly out for that.
You're saying next year's the last season.
Do you think they're going to go 12 seasons?
I think the ratings are going to be bonkers, and they're going to get us a double renewal because
this is when Benjamin Ayers says you're sexy, and
and then they apparently had several takes of this kiss and went with this one because her daughter is in the background and it's on school property.
Oh yes,
and so this is not as sexy a kiss as they were hoping to get out of this.
That's per a tweet.
Yeah, per a Benjamin Ayers tweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. So,
question for you guys: do you think I could watch it on my big
1
TV
minute,
just as long as I mute myself?
If you want to try to sync that up, you got 50 seconds.
Yeah, that's a bold
55
move.
seconds.
That's a bold move.
Right.
50 seconds.
Wait, because but I don't even think I'll be synced up if I'm on my computer with you guys.
We're pretty synced.
Yeah, it's close.
Okay.
I mean, we're within seconds, you would think.
No, but I want you. No, but you would have to sync up because you're going to be hearing it from your computer. And you don't want to have the words all off, right? See, look, where are they all looking?
I hear you.
Where are they all looking? No one cares. It's time. Guys, it's time.
We ready?
Where's my mouse?
Okay.
Where's my mouse?
Okay,
this is just.
I'm gonna mute myself now.
All right. Here we go, everybody. The big show is here.
Let's go.
I don't need all that. That's loud. Looks like we're just. Oh!
Well, we got that longing glance out of the way right there. Here we go, everybody. Lock and load.
Big show.
I question all of my life choices. Every last one of them.
This is when we like normally fast forward on Philo.
Next. There's an injunction on all water projects in the valley.
That's right. Yeah, you do. Let's go!
This is my fight song. Here we go.
3 weeks. Good Lord,
man.
Oh, hey, buddy. Kick rocks, Rob.
Empty cup. Yeah, blow on that empty cup. Perfect. Such an empty cup.
How are you doing? But I was never in love with him.
It's easy. Now you want to be a mother. Sorry.
That's right.
She got over it so quick.
No. They think it's his fault?
Ooh, that's bold.
I'm a witch.
You better tell them that it was you. You'd better tell him. Elizabeth. You're the worst person.
That's rings.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Oh, good gosh. They're 15 years old.
It's just...
Allie, I know you can drive the town car, but do you know what a ballot box is?
Break it down. What's a ballot?
Is this the first time elections have gotten to
What's a box?
Oak Valley?
A ballot box.
I'm ballot.
Man, remember that episode when he just rode around on a bike?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I miss
Simpler
the face.
time.
Just kidding. I don't. Sunday's coming.
Amen.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be Nathan.
Gonna have to go with Bill.
I was under the impression Bill was everybody's godfather.
But he's my daddy.
Oh my
gosh.
Get out of here. The man who murdered all the fathers? He can't be the godfather.
Bran, you might get that kiss after all.
Oh, boy.
So he gave a little bit of money and built a garden. And they're like, Godfather. But have you seen the garden?
Like how to murder a lot of men and get away with it.
But he isn't cantankerous. He hasn't been for years.
He's got an unidentified limp, though. What's with that limp?
And it seems selective, based almost on if it's night or day.
Woo! Here we go. Imagine if Bill was...
The injunctions are out of control.
Sturman's going to stir.
All these Belfort and Montague.
Good Lord with these Pinkertons.
Nobody cares, man. Don't.
Oh, these guys. Oh, boy. Who in Hope Valley is... Whatever.
Someone campaigning for Lucas Bichard is allowed to man the booth?
And I bet they're bringing in sacks and sacks of ballots.
That's right.
In a bag.
It's already on the Telegram.
We got the video of people doing it. Bringing them in. Putting them in the box.
That's local politics. My dad works our local elections, and I don't even want to talk about some of the things he told me.
You haven't murdered anyone in 8 or 9 years. This is so unearned.
Too bad this baptism doesn't count. Am I right, Dan? Up top.
Yeah, infant baptism. What a joke.
I forgot he has a son.
It's a hard no. What if he just unleashed like a string of F words? I'll be your godfather when she participates in believers' baptism.
Past the age of accountability, of course. F that guy. There's that guy with that sack again. He's never been at the show before.
Oh my God. He told me to be safe, so we're pretty much engaged.
Be safe.
He said be safe, and as we all know, that means undying love
She's
forever.
not being safe with that jacket, though, because it is fire.
What about the injunctions, though? Smooth. This scene has been cobbled together from like 10 takes.
All right. First commercial break.
Here we are. Oh,
hold on, everybody.
What in the world?
Yeah. We gotta watch this. Kevin in a hockey uniform.
He has to volunteer.
He has to. Yeah. Man, we're going to be watching that live together, Jax.
You believe it?
Oh my gosh, yes we are.
Yeah.
I can't
All right,
wait.
where's this mute button?
You got to find the
whipped cream.
There we go. All right, we're muted. Jax,
Let me get the chat back on.
As per usual, I got it right here. It's no big deal.
Well, we're live in a lot of places, Dave.
Yeah, we are live in a lot of places. That's true. As per usual, not a lot going on so far, Jax. Early thoughts?
I think there's plenty going on, Dan. No, I live it Elizabeth, all the angry feels.
Yeah.
Look, if someone dumped me, I would think it was adorable if my students were
correct
wanting to be mad at them.
Yes.
Right. Like that's, you know what I mean? Sure. But she needs to everyone only has her side of the story because he went off to save the town.
Yeah. And the fact that she didn't correct her students there, that's a bold move. If you left a dude hanging at the train station you were supposed to marry, that you had already said declared your undying love for, you should clear that up with those students immediately. You got to take the onus and the responsibility there with your students who are going to believe whatever version you tell them. And the fact that she was sometimes two people just drift apart was just terrible. Real bad.
Terrible. And they don't need the whole story. She doesn't need to tell Allie, I want to bone your dad, uncle. But they need
she can read
to say
between the
something.
lines, though.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to tell your students, sometimes you're, engaged to someone and you realize it was never real.
I will say this. It's been 3 weeks and it may as well have been 3 millennia. She is so over it, just like it never happened.
Someone says Jax is doing a great job telling the guys, not telling the guys to shush during the show. Thank you. I don't know how to take that.
Should we be shushing during the show? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, we're going to talk. It's what we do.
Jax has done
such
a great job.
Are you annoyed by us
telling
talking?
the guys to shush during the show.
No,
LOL.
No,
I don't know how to take that.
I'm not annoyed. Wait, who said that?
It doesn't. Facebook user.
Oh,
classic.
Okay. Facebook user. Maybe Facebook user saw my impulses going to to shush you. No, I wasn't. No. I was enjoying both. I was enjoying watching and hearing you guys chat at the same time.
Yeah, here's the thing is we're not trying to add any entertainment for you to win Calls the Heart. Lord knows it needs it. This is what we do anyway. Like when we're watching the show, this is what we do, which is sometimes why we miss those pesky details that some of you care so deeply about.
Be safe.
It's because we're doing this. We're hanging out too.
Just hanging out.
So just hanging out, having fun.
Are you excited already, Bran? Like, how are you feeling about Gowan being the grandfather? Oh, bless you. Oh, you just want to talk about that.
I'm there. I am there for the Christmas movies, and I'm there for Gowan being a godfather. I think we're about to be back, so let me go ahead and.
It's getting close.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite, everybody.
Not quite.
What is this? A commercial.
These are called commercials. Now,
what is TheraBreath?
TheraBreath?
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Do we have different ads?
Healthy gums, a good oral rinse.
There you go.
I like these progressive commercials.
I do too. I like them. Big fan.
I don't watch a lot of TV though, so I'm sure if you watch them all the time, like I'm annoyed of them during March Madness. Okay, here we go. It's coming back. Nope.
Is it? Nope. Sure isn't.
So many commercials.
So many commercials.
People do this on a regular basis.
Has this show done well in the ratings?
Well, good thing we have 5.
How have Win Calls the Heart's TV ratings been this year? Do we know?
Really good. I actually think it's been pretty good.
Oh, here we go, everybody.
All right, here we are. Hey, evening. Is he becoming dumber? Is Henry Gowan becoming dumber as a human being?
You stop it. Pretty mad he didn't ask me.
Quite a quip for. Seeing as I committed mass town genocide. What? I don't know.
Can't just say lazy.
You can't say that. It's not a line you can say, Hickam. Not to anybody. Not ever.
Jack's wishes. Lazy man's load. Whoa! Have they had any conversations in the past 3 weeks, or?
Boy, who cares? At least we got that out of the way in this episode.
Jax cares.
No, they're so cute. I think May is adorable too. Oh, this is a big scene.
Well, I called you, so that's.
Ugh. Yankees.
And now we're all good.
Can I talk to some women on the road? Or 3 weeks? Is that too soon? I mean, these women are
1 week for every year we were together. I feel like that's as. That is so much money, bro. If this is the election of 1920. Is there any way we could go back and get people to not vote for Warren Harding?
Am I right? I knew he was a president.
Three towns in a 20-hour train ride radius. We did it. Good evening, friends. And we're going to go straight to the White House. Yeah.
Also, Elizabeth's a witch.
To all the students in Elizabeth's classroom, she left me hanging. We were going to get married, and she said, I never loved you or even felt anything for you.
Here we go. Starry Night. This is the night of the day.
Oh, here comes Gowan.
Episode.
Yeah. Bow, wow, 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 wow.
Where are all your Dalmatians?
Just got off the Clockwork Orange set. Just gonna come on over.
That was much appreciated by Dan. At least
Thank you,
by
Jack.
me.
What about the Dalmatian
Really
bit?
That was good too.
I don't want to be a godfather, but I'd love to be a daddy.
Oh my gosh, yes. Let it be so.
Here you're on the market. Or off the market, excuse me. I'm out of the game. Wait a minute. God, if Gowan still's a bad guy.
We're joking about this now?
Man.
Come on. Just a little peck on the cheek. Accurate.
Yep, true.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, they would.
Woo!
Whew. Oh, boy. Did you see that? They're holding hands, Bran.
He leans in. Am I reading this wrong? All right.
All right. Moving right along.
Oh!
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Radiant black and white.
Oh yeah, and Lindsay Fonseca,
Yeah.
right? Love her.
Bro. Are you going to make it, buddy? Oh.
Yeah! Let's
That's
go! That's what it's all about, folks. That is what it's all about. Also watching that live during the marathon.
Yeah, we are. That'll be the 30 or 24 hours in to the marathon. Sheesh.
We'll be
Jax
proud.
we
will
will.
be, 3 dog bones in at that point. You trying to beat a record?
I am. I'm trying to raise money.
That's right. Have you heard who we're raising money for?
Oh no, who are we raising money
Kids
for?
in the Spotlight. It's an organization that started in California that helps foster kids find occupations in the film industry and the theater industry. So they
Wait, that's
they
amazing.
teach them how to make a movie, and they've produced over 850 films. They have an award ceremony. They're working on building a school for it. It's Awesome organization. You would love it.
That is incredible. Do they need teachers? Yeah, I'll go.
Look them up. Kids in the Spotlight.
Kids in the Spotlight. Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, gosh, I'll eat 5 dog bones for that.
Wow, you hear that, everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't say that out loud. Like, make them guess.
No, I really will. How much are we trying to raise?
We're trying to raise a lot of money, but we've got tiers.
We've got some fun tiers.
If you give $200, you can make anyone on stage take a shot if they, if they're
you don't have
from
to.
Those who are not participating in that, of course. Yeah.
400 days of sobriety be damned. It's for the kids.
No. It's for the kids. Sorry. Aside from you, Jax. Yeah.
What if weed gummies? Are we allowed to do that?
So that could get out of hand.
10 gummies deep.
That could get out of hand. I'm catatonic.
A reminder, we're going to be live for 27 hours straight, starting on Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. We'll be live all night long. If you want to be weird and join us for that, deckthehomework.com/marathon. That link will be live on the day of the event. And we're going to be live. People are going to be with us as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. We've never done it in front of people before, and I think that could be exciting.
Yeah. A couple dozen people will be there. It'll be fun just to hang out.
It'll be just to hang out. Langley said she's bringing me some special chocolate.
Oh boy.
What's that mean?
Thank you, Langley. I don't know.
There's a lot of things that could mean.
We do have a gummy sponsor this
We do have a
season,
gummy sponsor this year.
Maybe.
Oh, can you say who it is or not yet?
Can we?
Yeah, well, the I don't really know how to explain. I haven't been given the talking points yet. Well, how do they like to be described?
I'll tell you the name of the company is microdose.com.
But also Lumi. It's a both and.
It's a both and.
It's a both and.
I didn't know it was a both and.
I don't know. They're like the same company. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it all works.
You guys have some.
They're going to ship us. They are going to ship us product. Not yet though. So we'll get there.
I think we're about to be back.
We're about.
I've not had any success with gummies at all, Jax. It doesn't.
Really, I can't see you being someone who reaches for one.
I tried it when I coached basketball, like to get to sleep, like because I would just stay. Normally, I don't have any anxiety at all, and that's probably why they don't work for me. But after basketball games, like I couldn't get to sleep because I'd keep running through the game in my head. And so somebody's like, "You need to try this. It's blah blah blah. It's perfect for blah blah blah." And I tried several different ones, and like it didn't do anything for me. Like it would make me go to sleep, but I'd wake up like every 2 to 3 hours and just feel kind of groggy and like. I don't know. It just wasn't.
You just had the adrenaline of the game coursing through your veins.
Yeah.
That can't be stopped.
It can't be stopped. There's nothing they can do. So, but I'm willing to give this a shot. Maybe it works. Maybe it'll be great. Or maybe Bran will just do the advertisement. One or the other.
Did you guys do Third Love for a while?
We did.
I think that was my
favorite. We
did
Third Love for a while. Yeah. We also did.
We know what bras are. Okay. We're back. How do I say this one doesn't count? Come on. Come on, guys. We're having fun, right? We're having fun.
I can't believe this is a plot point of the finale. We have writer's block on the sermon for the baby dedication. Sheesh.
Oh, yeah. Look at those kids throwing the football.
The old pigskin. Listen, I know he blew up a mine, but have you seen the garden? It's
a great garden.
It's unbelievable.
He's got those kids working for him.
Considering how I've only ever seen half that number of people ever in Hope Valley, yeah, I'd say it's quite the turnout. Got him. Oh, some hijinks.
That's it, huh?
They don't get to vote on anything else? The whole town doesn't get a single other vote aside from for governor?
It's the only thing that's going on right now.
Canada's not even a democracy. I feel like you could...
Can you give us your 3 forms of ID, please?
Oh, no. Look how they're voting without an identification, and no one's worried about it. It's crazy. Everybody just knows who they are. They say their name. They vote once. You cross the name off.
We're feeling spicy tonight.
It's unbelievable.
Where are all these people from?
All the election business.
Where are all these people from? I just realized something.
What'd you just realize?
I'll save it for the show.
Okay. His booth, but at the place he doesn't own. Perfect. Hum, 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 hum. Oh, nuts. That's because the two of you are running the ballot. These two knuckleheads.
The curtains from the ball. Oh. I'm looking in this paper and I can't find a care anywhere. That's your booth thing, Jax.
That's my boo thing. Thank goodness Faith's hair grew out. May's still rocking the bangs,
She
though.
sure is. Glad those two were here this week for that.
Do you think we need more than one voting booth? Nah. Is this the...
What's the problem?
Is this is all illegal, right? Oh, thank goodness. They sprung for the buttons. Just regular Stacey Abrams out here, just pounding the pavement, getting people to vote.
What are we doing? Is Hope Valley bigger than we thought?
This is the dump, like Nathan Grant, Renwip.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You drinking a glass Coca-Cola?
Yeah, she's drinking it's a Mexican Coke.
Gosh.
Yeah.
She went all to Mexico for it.
We're going to go to the next commercial break with Nathan showing up, and we all know it. Here it comes.
Be safe. I can't say that to you.
You know, You would never say be safe to someone you didn't love romantically. We all know what that means, Bran. Code words are important. Sir, I want to buy these. Nathan.
Stop.
Voting.
I'm
going to need to see some ID.
I'm going to show you a booth.
You can come right over here to this booth.
Oh my gosh.
Be safe in there.
Oh my gosh.
I also cannot read. Can you tell me which one of these two names is Lucas?
Dan, if ever there was a time to shut up. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. That was it? Good night?
Boy, this is good stuff. Be safe out there. Be safe. Be safe out there, everybody.
I thought he was ready to be safe right there then.
Star of the show, Fiona. Star of the show.
She is so good.
Good grief.
What? You're going to the bathroom? Gosh. Is that the only conversation we're going to get between those two?
No. I've seen the pictures from the end where, remember, she's in the tan pants and
the tan pants,
blazer.
Jax.
No, this is when everyone was like, look at them at the place where it all, she will know.
Look at it.
But yeah. Brand, I actually thought that was a really good scene. What did you think?
I thought it was fine. I just, come on. What are we doing here? Let's just get to it. I just want to get to it.
What do you want to get to? You want to get to kissing big ones?
Kissing big ones.
This man has been on the show for 5 years and he's never kissed a woman on the show.
That's a shame. That's a crying shame.
I know.
And I know
I bet Kissing Gary never thought that.
I know the McGarrys out there agree with me. It's a crying shame.
It is a crying shame.
All right, hold on. I gotta write a few
Season
words
11.
from my synopsis. Just waiting for the log scene. Somebody says. Is that what you're talking about?
Brand, you can write your synopsis and I'll field the comments. Actually, I don't get the comments. I'll just look at my text.
Are you talking? Is that what you're talking about though? The log scene? Is there a log scene coming up? Hey, he's back.
Oh, yes. Jordan, I have all of the hair supplies for the marathon, so you do not have to bring anything. I'm doing Jordan's hair at the marathon. If any other women or men want their hair done.
What do you mean you're doing hair?
You know how wait, am I not allowed to do this? Is that inappropriate?
You can't do hair at the what do you mean? No, of course you can, but like
I'm doing
during the marathon,
you're doing blowouts
and sit there and you're
I'm doing dry styles, but I can't blow out the hair.
Dry styles.
Yeah.
Well, we could have sold way more tickets had we known.
You didn't even tell us you were doing dry styles, guys.
I'm doing dry
styles. If you still
styles
want a ticket for dry styles,
yeah, message us.
I can do it for charity.
We
I can't
sold
charge
tickets
Jordan.
to Double Deckers, or if you messaged us. We didn't actually announce tickets to the public for this thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Is it Harry Dry Styles?
Proud of that?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That was good. Yeah. That was really good, Bran. That was clever.
Thank you. Oh, so many people are saying that they're in. That they signed me up, Jacqueline.
So you're going to be doing hair pretty much the whole time.
I'm fine with that. I have some texturizing spray. I have heat protectant. I've got the curling iron. I've got the curling brush. Whatever the gals need, I got them.
There you go.
Bran, I could do a little thing with you. Remember when you straightened your beard?
I remember that.
It was hideous.
It was not.
It was something.
Okay. Guys,
I thought it looked good, Bran.
If you got if Jack says it was something, that's all you know.
I know.
Or Nathan and Elizabeth going to have another scene where they talk to each other.
Yes.
Apparently, there's a scene on a log, and that log is where
very symbolic.
What's the deal with this log?
There was where they were in
Hop along a log.
Season 8 or 7 or 6 when their love blossomed.
But she looks great. She's wearing that blazer. She's wearing those boots and the tan pants, and it's going to be a beautiful scene.
Just kiss. What are we waiting on?
I don't want them to kiss. It feels too yucky to do it.
3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks already.
3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks. You know he's on the road kissing every woman who comes up.
Do you think Lucas is out there just running around?
He's a regular Rolling Stone.
Keep away from a run around, Lucas. Hey.
True skin.
I love how they talked about how it was hard for little Jack to say it about Lucas, but he didn't even get that opportunity.
Yeah. The kid who basically called him dad, helped propose to Elizabeth, was his little man. Oh, we're back on. Sorry.
How do I get it? There it is. Oh my gosh.
You need another take, buddy. That wasn't your best.
Sorry, man. You got it, Bob.
Ain't no kid that age does that well.
That kid's a rock star. Yeah. That kid is a rock star.
You got to have faith, a faith.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, they got the choir back up there.
This little light of mine. Let it shine.
It's nice that the full main cast is in the choir.
There's old Henry.
Love that guy.
Webster's dictionary defines dedication as
6 or older. Wrong.
I mean, now that I know they believe in paedobaptism, I feel like Elizabeth leaving Lucas isn't that big of a deal.
Amen.
And when this child is old enough to ask for forgiveness, we'll baptize her again. Buried in the likeness of his death. Nope.
Let's go. Did you just sprinkle that, baby?
Did a little cross on the forehead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A fresh take. Did Buddy win? Oh my God.
You know how they announce election results on Sundays? Everybody shut up. Unprecedented.
Recount.
Yeah.
Maybe down there at the Four Seasons, and I will tell you all the reasons why. Or the Four Seasons.
I didn't hear it. That was really good. Here's the thing is that that drape that they made the other ballots out of was made by Dominion. and they're going to have to recount that whole.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, another scene with Gowan. Is he losing the ability to talk? Like little by little, is he losing it?
I don't know.
Took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. I saw my reflection.
Will you shut
in a
it?
Snow-covered
Shut
hill.
it.
Landslide brought me down.
Let the Godfather speak. Is this Frost or another poem?
Okay. And it was a hat. Let me tell you.
Or the day I found it. There it is. He's acting laps around everybody in this show.
Oh, yeah, of course he is.
Buckle up.
Dreamed I went to heaven. You were there with me.
Walked alone, the streets of gold.
Side the crystal sea.
The people watching live didn't expect to get a Ray Boltz
right.
reference.
Can
tonight.
I tell you something? Can I tell you what I think is going to happen? I think you might see Abigail at the end of this bad boy. Can you imagine?
There's no way.
Can you imagine?
Can you even imagine? Well, Hallmark, immediately made that very public statement, not now, not ever.
Yeah, that's true. So that means that's probably going to happen, considering what all we've seen this season.
Exactly. Well, and Aaron Greco is still such good friends with her. So it seems like that on Instagram.
We'll see what that producer credit gets you. Does it get you the sway of...
Man.
How would you guys feel about her coming back?
I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not like... We make a lot of jokes at her expense, but I think the jokes we make aren't punching down. They're just like... reading the headlines. Do you know what I mean? Like the jokes we make, I think they're earned. I think in all honesty, I don't know Lori Loughlin, but the stories I've heard about her, I don't know, she might be mad at us, but I think she would maybe think it like they were deserved. And that's part of coming back to acting. Like, occasionally you're going to hear us be like, I'll pay you $300,000 to blah, blah, blah. Like, like it is what it is, man. Like I think she's great. And I think if she wants to come back to acting, she deserves the opportunity. It's not like, anyone paid $300,000 for her to be on the show originally. Like she earned it with her talent. So
just like she earned that degree.
It's not like we're trying to get her on the rowing team, is what I'm saying.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's all I'm saying.
Forgiveness.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Exactly.
That's what this show teaches us.
Yeah.
Grace, forgiveness, live and let live.
Yeah. I think she should come back if she wants to. Yeah.
I'm sure she wants to.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean, she did the movie for Great American Family, so she must want to.
Yeah, I don't actually. Did she?
You know, I will say
she
the
doesn't.
Bible.
She doesn't have an exclusive though, over there, right?
No.
But that's pretty tough.
Didn't she show up on a When Calls the Heart spinoff as Abigail?
Yeah, that's what she did for Great American Family.
So it wasn't a movie.
Well, but no, she's done. She did a Christmas one last year.
So no,
right?
no, you're right. So the thing is that when Hope Calls thing was essentially a movie, but they just called it the first 2 episodes of the season so that they were allowed to make it because they couldn't make it if they called it a movie.
Gotcha.
It was like I think they hoped that it would get the green light for a whole season, but I think they thought it probably
never did.
Yeah, never did.
Somebody in the comments said they've been showing a lot of garage sale mysteries lately on Hallmark.
Oh. Okay,
not now, not ever. Unless
if they're
it's
showing,
cheap to play the movies, then we will.
If they're showing her movies on Hallmark Channel, then I think she's making an appearance at the end of this season.
There's no way she's showing up this season.
I called Nathan before any of you, so I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, this guy's out here.
I just feel like we would.
If I go 2 for 2 here, what are you willing to? Are you willing to say?
Oh my gosh, Dan! If Lori Loughlin is at the end of this, I will too.
I will lose my mind.
Wait, what? Gosh, what could we do? If that happens,
Jax and I will Photoshop ourselves into a rowing picture.
Okay, yeah, I like that, Bran.
Low stakes, but okay,
yeah, but it's fun. It's fun.
It's fun.
You'll get
Our North Pole is back on rotations too.
You'll go get a tattoo with me.
No.
Yeah, you'll go get a tattoo with me.
Someone says she is not coming back.
Wait, Dan, if Lori Loughlin's at the end of this episode, Bran, come on. If Lori Loughlin's at the end of this episode, we all get tattoos.
Yeah, I don't want to get a tattoo.
Bran hates needles.
I hate needles. I hate pain.
Bran, it's not. Bran, it's Ban. It's not happening.
Yeah, we all get tattoos.
Ban.
You guys are welcome to get tattoos. Is this it?
Back.
It's no.
Okay.
What is this?
This is it. It's back.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not. That was brutal. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Meet me at the hotel motel.
They drinking water with lime? No one cares.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they like each other.
Last 5 minutes of the season, we're doing this. Can you believe it?
Why did he
put
his hand?
Put your hand that near her face?
Do you want to dance?
Like
Do you want to dance?
What if these two get together?
From your lips to the good Lord's ears.
Oh my gosh, what's happening right now?
Teeing us up for the Lucas connection.
They don't know what to do with me on this program.
Amen. it's Rebecca St. James. God.
That's who we're getting instead of Lori Loughlin.
Man, there is not a lot of time left in this episode.
We're not getting Abigail. We're not getting a kiss. We're not getting Jack Squat.
Anything. What a nothing burger of an episode of television.
We got to get the log, though. We got to get the log.
So why don't we go somewhere?
I have a house again. He's definitely already has. Yeah.
This is the end of this episode.
Capital City.
Meanwhile, Abigail steps out of that car.
Why would I?
What are you doing here?
It's log time. Oh.
It's just time with her hubby. Ghost Jack.
Ghost Jack. Ghost Jack. Ghost Jack.
No, you didn't.
That's not what you said last episode.
Oh, my gosh.
For the biscuit.
I hardly see him as it is if I were to be broken again. Oh, my gosh. Come on, Ghost Jack. Gowan in the last minute. Let's go. No, come on. Come on. We were close, though. We were close.
Doesn't count. No one's getting tats. It's log time. Gosh, they really wait until the last 2 minutes to do anything.
Minute.
Kiss. I don't know.
Pinkertons? Injunctions?
Wow. And that, my friends, was season 10.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let me get everything switched over.
We did it.
We'll do this in just a second, everybody.
Yeah,
just give me a second.
A couple minutes.
Just give me a couple
we'll
seconds.
Go live with the.
We're already live. Might as well stay live. But.
Yeah, no, we'll
okay.
record the. You get it. Oh my goodness. Man. my gosh.
Maybe they will bring her back now.
I mean, it certainly appears. Why would they do that if she's not going to be? I mean, we'll save it for the pod, but why?
Yeah.
Why would they do that if she's not going to be in it?
Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice sweater, Bran.
Thank you. They call me Cardi B. Hold on.
You've not heard that one?
No, and it's cute. They call me Cardi B.
Cardi B. He's a Cardi boy.
Cardi boy. Cardi Bran.
Start spreading the news.
Gowan.
Dun, da, da, da.
I'm leaving today.
Dun, da, da, da.
I want to be a part of it.
New York. For everybody who's been enjoying this, we do this. You get to watch us live all the time if you're on Bramble Jam Plus subscriber, the double decker tier or higher.
We picked up one.
We did pick up one. Shout out to Shannon. Thanks for joining the fun, Shannon.
Yeah.
Well worth it, huh? Starry Nights, October 15th. All right.
Starry night.
Let's see if I still know how to do this.
Oh yeah, you're back in the saddle over here.
Oh my gosh, I just spilled coffee everywhere.
It's a good start, buddy. Coffee. You got coffee this late?
No. It's from like Thursday.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
I know how to do this, that, this. Yep. All right.
Here we go.
Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love When Calls the Heart.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like When Calls the Heart.
I'm Dan, and I despise When Calls the Heart, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark. It's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello everybody. The party people.
Man. Nothing like a 10 p.m. recording
Well,
of When Calls the Heart. A week
right.
before, not even a week before, we'll be up all night watching and reviewing Hallmark.
that's exactly right. Now, for those of you that are listening to this on Thursday, congratulations. You've made it to the final day of non-Christmas movie season.
You did it.
And I got to say,
Somehow you made it those 9.5 months.
all right, I can't with you right now.
Somehow you made it to the week before Halloween.
You're insufferable. You're an insufferable human being.
I'm the insufferable
Yes.
one. Yeah, of course.
There are millions.
Millions. Of them.
Millions like me.
There are not millions like you. You're one of one, Bran. Don't sell yourself short.
Thank you. But there's a lot of people that like this, and I'm excited about it. And so join us tomorrow, deckthehallmark.com/marathon. 7:30 p.m. Eastern is when we'll be getting started. We'll do a little fun chatter, and then we'll watch the first new movie of the season with Kevin McGarry as well. Lots of Kevin going around. And then we'll be live all night, and we'll go all day on Saturday until the second new movie of the season. Very excited.
Yeah, it is.
Very excited.
It's that time of year.
And Dan, we always raise money for a charity. Do you want to say who we're raising money for this
a
year?
little charity called Kids in the Spotlight.
Kids, I wrote a song for them. Kids in the spotlight. There's a spotlight. There's a kid. Kids in the spotlight. Here we are. Here it is.
And I hope they'll still let us be their sponsor after that.
Kids in the spotlight. Having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Kids in the spotlight. Man, they're number one.
That was good. That wrapped up actually quite nicely, Bran.
It did not. It's an organization that helps foster kids who are interested in the world of film, TV, and theater production, acting, writing, directing, gives them an opportunity to pursue that as a full-time occupation.
What's it called?
Kids in the Spotlight.
Kids in the spotlight.
Yep. Kids in the Spotlight.
Having a real good time.
Kids in the Spotlight. That's what
I think it's gonna be fine.
You think it's gonna be fine?
Yeah, like
you sound like we're at like some sort of disaster movie. Like Clooney's out there on the ship, and there's
I realize how that came.
Wave.
I meant the marathon.
Think they're gonna be fine.
I meant the marathon. I think the marathon's gonna be fine, but now I know.
Yeah.
How that
it's
came.
a great organization. They produce over 850 films. They've helped thousands of kids find a passion that they can pursue as adults, and they're in the process of building a school just for this purpose. So we're really excited to partner with them.
Yeah, we are. Kids in the Spotlight. Also coming out today.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine. Also coming out today is our ranking episode, ranking all the movies thus far, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then tomorrow's episode 1000 with our season 6 kickoff.
Can you believe that, Jax?
1,000 episodes. You guys, I'm really, really proud of you.
1,000 episodes. You're on episode 999 right now.
Or 998. I don't know how it came out.
God.
1,000 tomorrow.
Okay.
What how many you Bubbly Sesh, you guys, how many?
I mean, it felt like we did 1,000. I feel I would guess probably around 350.
Yeah, you guys, I was about to say, because you were releasing daily there for like a year or two, right? Like,
yeah, you know, it's all a blur.
Let's talk about When Calls the Heart, the season 10 finale. We watched it live with the people. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
And so this is the freshest we've ever been doing a When Calls the Heart, I think. We just watched it. Now we're rolling right into recording. The episode is called...
Still the one.
Still the one.
Still the one.
Jax, what's it called?
The one that I run to, the one that I belong to.
The one that I belong.
To.
No, it's called Starry Night.
Oh, I was close.
Second guess.
Yeah.
Still the one. If they really had watched Nathan and Elizabeth, they would know that it should be called Still the One.
Be safe. I honestly, guys, I didn't know about Be Safe until this week.
That's because it's not a real thing, Bran. They made it up. People watching the show
I love it,
made it up.
No, but that is it's a way to express. It's like when people are like, text me when you get home. You know that means I love you.
Subtext.
Yeah, but it's like when we say
it's not text, it's subtext.
Oh yes,
okay.
yes, it's subtext.
It's like when we say vroom vroom to you.
The reason that you didn't know it is because it isn't text. It didn't happen in the show. It's subtext. That's why you didn't know it. Okay, so you're normal, right? That's it wasn't.
Kids in the spotlight, having a real good time. October 15th, 20.
It's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be fun. 2023, and it went a little something like this. We're 3 weeks after Elizabeth ripped Lucas's heart out and stomped on it right outside the train station. The election is here, everybody. She's at school, and the kids are like, what are we supposed to do? Because we like Lucas, but also we feel like we should hate him because clearly he must have broken up with you, right? And she's like, no, he's great. Sometimes you realize that you were never in love with your fiance. Leah and Rosemary are talking about Gowan maybe being baby Goldie's godfather. The godfather. You come to me. I'll kill you. You come to me in a mine. Having a real good time.
Kids in the spotlight.
It's going to be fine. Gowan says, yeah, man, that's a hard pass for me. Not interested in doing that. But thank you. Nathan and Bill go out on horses because the Pinkertons are back. It's been a few episodes. Joseph talks to Gowan about the Godfather thing again, trying to convince him to do that. And Gowan is still very hesitant. Lucas and Elizabeth talk on the phone, and he's like, thanks for telling me to get on that train because I really do feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And if I didn't do this, I know that I would regret it. So thank you for telling me to do it. People try to shield Elizabeth from all the Lucas posters that are plastered around town. And she's like, I'm fine. I can handle this. She then has a heart-to-heart with Gowan about forgiveness, about blowing stuff up. It's a very nice scene, and it is right below the Starry Night. It's election day, and apparently some people didn't vote, and we are down to the last hour. So they corral as many people as possible that don't have the I voted buttons to get their buttons in a voting booth and vote. Nathan shows up last minute, and he and Elizabeth finally talk, one booth to the next booth. And he's just kind of like, sorry, I overstepped. And she's like, no, you didn't. And, he's like, good night. It's baptism time. Gowan shows up. Yay, it's a delight. We love that. Then we find out the election results. Lucas wins.
Hey, he did it.
He did it, everybody. Elizabeth celebrates by going outside and seeing that a light is on, so she follows that light, and it is Gowan again. Another heart-to-heart. He talks about how he's a new man and how he is
a born-again Christian.
He's a new man. Yeah, sure. And that he has always been and is still currently in love with Abigail. He doesn't say that verbatim, but I think we all picked up on that.
That's subtext. Like, be safe.
Be safe. Abigail's the love of my life. Frickum and May finally share their feelings.
Hey.
How you feeling about that, Jax?
Waiting for.
I'm really happy for them.
We see then Lucas. It's nighttime. Cut to Lucas in Capital City.
Ugh.
And a bright light shines on him. And he says, what are you doing here?
Kids in the spotlight.
You get it. Elizabeth goes and has a heart-to-heart with Ghost Jack. He's not there. We can't see him, but we know he's there. He's always there. Ghost Jack is number one in our hearts.
Yes.
Then we see Gowan get out of a vehicle or out of a horse. Yeah. I don't know. But we see Stanton.
A. Stanton.
A. Stanton.
He's at Alex Stanton's house. It was mean of him to do that to everybody.
Stanton on the mailbox, knocks on the door. Camera switches to being inside. Door opens, and he goes, Alex Stanton. No, he goes, Abigail. Cut. That's it. That's all we get. Elizabeth is now sitting on a log, which apparently is a very important log.
It's the Be Safe log.
It's the Be Safe log. I have a Be Safe log. I've been keeping a log. I've been keeping a log myself of all the times I said Be Safe. Nathan comes up on his horse, and he's like, Elizabeth. And not Abigail. Elizabeth is like, what are you doing here, Nathan? And he's like, I don't know. And they just kind of look at each other for a little bit, and then Bill shows up. It's like, Nathan, we need you. And Nathan's like,
we need both of you.
We need both of you. We need both of you.
It's Lucas.
It's Lucas. They hop on their horses. They head back into town. And that, my friends, was When Calls the Heart, Season 10, Episode 12, Story Nights.
We did it.
We did do it. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. And, I don't know, just kind of hang out a little bit.
Let's do it.
We'll just hang out here on Deck the Hallmark. We're back. Hello, everybody. We're talking about When Calls the Heart, the Season 10 finale, Be Safe. And we're having a lot of fun. And I'm excited to break this episode down with my friends here. And we're going to start with the hot take. It is where we share exactly how we felt about this episode. We do not hold back, and I will start with you, Jax. Jax, Season 10 finale. Give it to me.
Season 10 finale. This episode was good. It was solid. However, definitely wasn't a fly Jax to Greenville to watch it in person kind of episode. So I'm.
Can you imagine if you were here all week after that?
Well, we would have had fun. We would have had fun.
No, don't get me wrong. We would have had a blast. It was a blast watching it together. No, wait, what? Sorry, Bran, did that hurt your feelings?
Well, it just
You're still the one.
Seems like you didn't want to be here at all.
I get what you're saying, Jackson. I would love to see you, but I get what you're saying.
I think I was ready. I think I expected the engagement to end in this episode. I was ready for the explosiveness, but they did give us to that in the they gave us all that in the penultimate episode. I think this one was solid. I think there was some really good acting in it. I was really excited about May and Hickam getting together, and the cliffhanger I do think is pretty exciting. So all in all, it wasn't great in terms of a finale, but I thought that it was a very solid, good episode.
Yeah, I like this episode mainly for the last 5 minutes. A lot happens. They do set up, in typical When Calls the Heart fashion, they set up the next season in such a way that makes me go, next season's going to be the one. Next season is going to be special.
You're right. They do this. They know how to do it
every time, Jax. You stop.
Yep.
They do it every time. They do it every They do it every time. And here we are again. What the heck's going on with Lucas? Are we going to see Abigail next season? So many questions to set up another, what will most likely be a disappointing season of television. But I'm here to get hurt, just like Lucas. And
Can we backtrack for a second? You say they do this every time. When is the last time, aside from season 1, where this show ended on an actual cliffhanger like this? I don't think it ever has.
I don't think a cliffhanger, but they do stuff where it's like, okay.
They never ended the last episode with like they want you to think someone's life is in peril and a big character might be coming back. They've never done that in 10 seasons, have they?
No, but I think what Bran is saying, which I agree with, is you're just like, maybe this time.
Oh, they're giving you hope. That's what you're talking about. Okay. My bad. That's on me.
Each time.
I thought you meant the cliffhanger.
It's gonna be this.
I'm just talking about hope, man. They're just giving me hope.
Valley. Yeah.
If you go back to our podcast that you're currently listening to,
Bran's tired, everybody. Give him a break.
If you go back and you listen to the season finales, I'm sure you will hear me say, I'm excited for next season.
Next year's going to be the one.
I'm sure it happens. And when Panda was doing this show, it was the same thing.
Same thing.
It was the same thing. Yeah. He fell for the trap. Jax falls for the trap. I think you're falling for the trap a little bit here, but I think you're coming for us as well. Dan, what do you think about this episode?
So I think the big issue here is his last episode was cataclysmic. Like to sell it as anything short as shaking the very foundations of this television program would be underselling it. What they did last episode was something that they've never done in over 100 episodes of television. They did something that they broke their own rules the last episode. And because of that, like the bad news of that is that they didn't agree to the verbal unwritten subtext contract that they have with the viewers. But in doing so, they've opened themselves up to a world of possibilities. So when that episode finished, the reason it kept me awake was, one, I was like, this show had one chip to cash in. It cashed it in. That's terrible. But also it left me with this feeling of now they can do anything they want to do. And they took the opportunity to do anything they wanted to do, and they did nothing. This episode is kind of a nothing burger until the last 5 minutes. They took the opportunity to say, hey, guess what? We've reshuffled the deck. When Calls the Heart isn't what you think it is anymore. All bets are off. True love isn't necessarily true love. We can do what we want, when we want, how we want to do it. And they took that, and instead it's like the preacher's got writer's block about the baby dedication, and Gowan doesn't want to be the godfather. And, are Hickam and May Sue going to get together? There's more injunctions in these here woods. Like, it was an unfortunate use of the carte blanche to do whatever you wanted to do. Classic cart. Abigail possibly coming back is fun.
Yeah.
The idea that Lucas is hurt physically is what they're intimating here at the end of this.
Yeah, like maybe the
fish money caught up with him.
Well, no, maybe it was the old governor and he shows up. That'd be my guess.
Maybe.
And his cronies, as he called them.
I feel like that was an eye roll for me. The idea that like, we need you, it's about Lucas. Like what could they possibly need Elizabeth in Hope Valley for about Lucas at this juncture? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. We will find out that is a big like fake scare. And that was a big eye roll. They just needed something to end that scene with Nathan and Elizabeth. And also, we're 3 full weeks after she ended her 2-year relationship and engagement with the so-called love of her life. So the fact that they didn't make out there at the end, kind of shocking to me. So yeah, I was pretty let down by this episode. But I will tip my cap to Sturman and the gang because they've never done this before. This show is 10 years. It could be stale, but instead it's new and it's different. And they left you with a cliffhanger. They left you with a lot of possibilities. And for that, I am thankful as someone who is kind of sort of forced to watch this show. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm not left feeling as though we did the same thing we always did. So from that perspective, it does get a check for me in comparison to every other finale before. But in every other aspect of like TV making and everything, I thought it was a disaster.
Listen, I'm getting in the rowboat. You're getting in the rowboat. We're all getting in the rowboat. We're going to have ourselves a good season 11. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. A lot of people in the chat are saying Abigail's not coming back. Is that the end of Gowan? Is Gowan just going to...
I will tell you this right now. If they are bold enough to put Abigail's mailbox on the screen and have Henry say hey to Abigail and then not bring her back, this show is worse than I thought it was.
No, it could definitely...
It's gonna be in just like that. Like for the whole first season, like talking to Samantha on the phone and you're not gonna see her. And then the second season event just like that. Yeah, and that was the whole first season, and then the second, and she sends flowers when Big dies, and then the second season,
Big dies. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't know what the show movie is.
But you can listen to my Hallmarkies podcast if you wanna do that.
Oh, this is a Sex in the City thing.
Yeah, we try to keep it TVG over here, Jax. So
sorry, Schmex and the Schmitty.
Just like that, I think I'm allowed to say that. Okay. In the second season, they had her do one scene that she filmed by herself. Now, obviously, that's not the issue with Lori Loughlin, but I'm wondering, it reeked of that to me. Like, they're not going to show it, but they're making us be like, oh, the character is still alive. We're just not going to use the actor again.
You know what? This, like, now that you said all that, this episode was very much a microcosm of this entire season. They wasted the majority of the runtime of this season doing absolutely nothing. And then they crammed all of the plot into the last 10% of the season, like the last 1.5, 2 episodes. And then this episode is very much like that. Not much happens. And in the last 5 or 10 minutes, you get a lot of like haymakers. And much of it will not amount to anything in my estimation. But it's different than how we normally end seasons of When Calls the Heart. So there's that.
It's time for All the Feels, where we're talking about what gave us those feels. Jax.
I had some feels. Something that my acting teacher used to say is when you play with better ball players, you play better ball. Mm-hmm. I don't know why he used a sports metaphor for a bunch of like theater nerds, but that's what he said. Yeah, he said ball players. I don't think he knew what he was talking about with sports either. But with that being said, I think that the 2 scenes with Elizabeth and Gowan, I think this is like Erin Krakow at her very best, especially in the first scene with Gowan. I think it's lovely. The acting is knock it out of the park. I loved it. Of course, I think the adorableness between Mesu and Hickam, I'm all in for that. And I will say, you guys, the scene with Elizabeth and Nathan, I like how they're both in their voting box thing. And then he comes behind her and he's like, good night. Like, I'm feeling it. It was great. I was feeling.
Well, and if you actually go back, he has said good night.
And when he says good night, what he means is
a lot of times. Yeah. And if you actually look at that, if you look at it,
it's subtext.
If you look at it and you play it backwards, play him saying good night backwards.
And this is why all the Team Nathan people were so upset in season 8.
And you'll pick it up.
As crystal.
You'll pick it up.
They do have chemistry.
They do have.
They've got a
chemistry. Good Lord.
Listen.
Good
as
Lord.
much hassle as I give Team Nathan, folks, they are not wrong about the chemistry read. They're not wrong about that. They're not wrong about.
When I thought he was going to just be like, "Can I join you in your voting booth?"
Yeah, to say that
the chemistry was wild.
Elizabeth belongs with Nathan. I don't know if I necessarily disagree with that based upon chemistry, but there's a perceived slight for Team Nathan. There's an actual slight for Team Lucas, right?
You know what I think about that, and lots of Team Nathan, Sheila especially, but so many people have pointed to all the things that the writers have done to show that it should have been Nathan. And I'm not saying they're wrong, but I think they're hobbling that together, all that evidence, because the chemistry is so strong. And it's so good. And I almost think that's more meaningful to actually be despite even what the writers put in there, or despite what was quote unquote supposed to happen, the connection these two actors have as these characters is electric. And I think that that's actually even more important than any of what was supposed to happen or what was actually in the text.
Yeah, the better argument for Team Nathan is just chemistry. Lose me when it's you don't understand they were supposed to be together. No, that's your opinion. The show did not do that. So but look, if you want to say, hey, he's got a daughter he's raising, or a niece or whatever that is his daughter, and she's got a son and he's a Mountie and their chemistry's great. Those are all really solid, foundational reasons for those two to be together.
Listen, at the end of the day, this is a soap opera and they need to get this to season 50. And she will end up with Nathan, and then season 15, something else will happen. He'll die.
Also, be safe. I mean, it's clear as crystal.
Yeah.
How did we all miss it?
You're right.
You guys. You guys with the be safe.
Be safe.
I like it.
Be safe.
Be safe out there, everybody.
Be safe. Yep. I mean, listen, it got a big pop for me when Gowan knocked on that door. When I saw the Stanton
you were,
mailbox, I was very excited. I thought we were going to see her, and currently it could be real, it could not be real. Similar to Photoshop, but it's one of those things where I'm hoping I would like for her to come back. I think she I her and Gowan were just starting to have that thing before the whole incident went down. And so I'd be open to letting that happen again. A lot of people are saying it's not going to happen, but
it's happening. It's happening.
It would be a bold move
for them not to have her back.
I just love the idea of the writers just being like, let's do it. Can we get her? Doesn't matter. Do it. Well, let's do it, and then we'll worry about it later. We'll worry about it later.
Figure it out later.
I don't know we don't know if she's coming back or not. We're doing it though because it's the season finale, and dadgummit, we got to get Bran excited.
I don't think she would turn it down. I don't think that would be the hurdle.
Exactly. No.
Mm-mm. I have feelings.
I don't know, man. They went on the record and said not now, not ever.
But what I'm saying is I don't think Lori Loughlin is the one that would be turning this down.
But what I'm saying is if you were worked a long time for a company, you break the law, you go through a tough time, and you hear that company go not now, not ever. When they come and knock, and you're like, has the time come?
But I think
go ahead, Jax.
Oh no, I just think she loves that cast so much.
100%.
I just imagine imagine the writers. Yeah. I imagine the writers doing it and going the network might not go for this, but oh well. I imagine them being like, is Hallmark going to be weird about this?
Here's my thing and we have a lot of fun here at Deck the Hallmark, and we razz the Lori Loughlin situation. We've done it for years now, and we stand by that because it's not. I think Lori probably, I hope, would appreciate those jokes. We hear nothing but wonderful things about her. Our jokes are being made about the $300,000 rowing bribe. That's where our jokes are made. She's a great actor, and all we hear, everyone that was on this show, from When Calls the Heart, Crayco, McNally, McGarry, all of those people were like, she's the best.
Someone
she's
says, what
awesome.
Someone says, what if they recast Abigail?
Oh, my goodness.
No.
Everyone loves her. She was like the mom of that set. And so I think she'd do it for them. I don't think it would be her. But, what
maybe
do I know?
The aunt.
I wouldn't put anything past them. I do have feels. I do just credit where credit's due. They have done such a poor job by the character of Henry Gowan on this show. He was the best bad guy Hallmark's ever had by a mile in season 1 particularly. Like, it would have been great if he stayed bad. And then they just made him good without any reckoning or any reconciliation or anything. And this season, under this showrunner, has decided to say, we're going to redeem him, but we're going to have him reckon with everything he's done and process that. This is something that should have been happening back in like season 3 or 4. They're finally doing it, and it has rewarded us with some of the best television ever produced by When Calls the Heart. Gowan talking about sitting there and looking at the mine and thinking of the 47 men. That's good stuff, man. Like, that's real character by a real character actor. It's great. It's great television. And so his 2 scenes, man, really good stuff. And him actually, you don't get redemption without reconciling what you've done and like talking through that. And I think them doing that for him, it has been the best thing about this season of television. So big time feels for me there.
There you go. Let's take one more quick break. We'll come back and we'll get to the wait what's and the hopes and valleys for the final time this
Somebody
season.
said, too bad that was his last episode, LOL. If that was Martin Cummins' last episode, this should be like...
Is that out there? Can we do a Google?
Wait, for real?
This show should be blacklisted. Oh my goodness.
Is he
There's
just
no
riding
way
off
that's
into
true.
the sunset, knocking on Abigail's door? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll be right back here on Dr. Hallmark. Welcome back, everybody. We're talking about When Calls the Heart, the season 10 finale. It's time for the Wait What. It's where we talk about what in this episode made us go, wait, what? Jax.
I have 2. My first one is technically not from this episode, but it's a wait what on the 3 of us for missing in last week's episode, which we disappointed some double deckers. I disappointed myself. We did not talk about that gosh darn horrific green screen.
Oh, in the woods?
That was in the woods. It was
real bad.
One of the so bad, and I couldn't stop laughing at it. So, I know some of the double deckers are upset that we missed it. So that's a big wait.
For a
what
show that uses
on
the same cabin every season for something different, I just am like, whatever, green screen. But yes, we did miss it.
Right, we did miss. No, it's weird. It's weird the things that I feel like I can let go, and like I'm really okay with the cabin. It doesn't bug me at all. But then I see a green screen, and like it just took me way out. The other thing was, I know that we play very fast and loose on this show with like dates and historical stuff, but we're supposed to be at like 1920.
Yes,
I think,
1920, straight up. That is correct.
1920.
Straight up.
And that's the year women got the right to
Yes.
vote. And I think it would have been a cute, funny little thing if they could have made some reference to it in this episode. But they did not. And I thought that was a missed opportunity, especially because the population of Hope Valley, I would say that there's more women than men. So I think they could have had a cute little thing in there, but they didn't. And I went, wait, what?
Well, I'm not 100% on this, Jax, but because it is in Canada...
oh, right.
I think they got the right to vote earlier than the United States.
Yeah.
I think
they did.
Universal suffrage for the United States, 19th Amendment, 1919, first vote, 1920.
And I told Dan this before.
But here's the thing is
Right, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
Brent,
of course.
Brent
I told
actually,
him he can share it.
explain
I
better
told him
than
he
Dan.
can
No,
share
I appreciate
it,
that.
Yeah.
On the West Coast, a lot of women were getting suffrage before 1920 in the United States. They were much more progressive on that front. But I believe Canada got it earlier. I could be wrong. That's a guess on my part, but I believe they got it earlier.
You know what's funny every time? Because I was only really reminded that this show took place in Canada when we were talking about the governor thing. I don't.
Do you think it takes place like Washington State? Where do you think it takes place?
Yeah, I do. Like I just picture it in this like amorphous floating like
It's
kind
more than
of
fair.
Yeah.
More than fair.
Yeah.
I got a couple. I am. This episode just made me wonder how big Hope Valley is. Because one, they do that, like Elizabeth and Rosemary are walking down the street one day, and they're like, "Man, I really hope people come out to vote." What do you like? It's like you know everybody.
There's 50 votes.
What
50
are we concerned about?
Yes.
But then we get to, and I'm just like, this is whatever. Everyone's going to come out as Lucas. Everybody knows Lucas. We get to election day, and there's a whole slew of people
Hundreds.
that we've never seen before. How big is Hope Valley supposed to be? I just don't know. And they have all these people, and then they got people that are just not voting. But I just was so confused because I feel like we know everybody in town, and then there's like a handful of people that are extras but this was like, no, Hope Valley extends far beyond what we could have ever thought or imagined. So just was confused, and it did just take me out of that episode. Last but not least, we finally do get Frickum and May, and they share their feelings. And then he does this thing, Dan, where he asks her to dance, and he does this. It was amazing. He does this by going like this.
He doesn't do this. Like, would you take like my hand at a hand level? He does it like this. Here's my finger right in your eye.
Would you like to dance?
If you're watching on Philo.tv/DTH, he literally almost jams his finger in her eye.
Would you like to dance?
It was so cute.
Wasn't. Narrator, it wasn't.
Dana?
Yeah, I hate to borrow a line from Arrested Development, but has anyone here ever seen an election? Like, like, first of all, we find out that Rosemary and Elizabeth are in charge of the entire election in Hope Valley. Not the mayor, not anybody official, just the two people who have been campaigning nonstop for one of the two candidates. Second of all, they decide to show up, and I want to quote here, a few minutes before the polls open. If you're running this thing, that's a problem. And then they have the dumbest idea ever, which is we'll have one voting booth. One. And then also, has Hope Valley never voted on anything before this that wasn't just for Hope Valley? Like, they're all lined up like they've never been to an election before, and they're just voting on one thing, just for the governor of this massive but empty province of Canada. Why do I say massive but empty? Because we hear the totals, and the totals, gang, are they're both in the 7,700. Basically, there's like 15,400 people that voted. And it's a 20-hour train ride to Capital City. So over the course of 20 hours of train ride, only 15,000 total people voted in this election. I am sorry. Either this is the biggest barren wasteland. There's more people per square mile in Montana than that. Like, either this is like... you can't have both of those things. You can't have Lucas going, well, I have to live in Capital City. It's a 20-hour train ride away, and only 15,000 people vote in this election total. That's total ballots cast in the entire province. Just be better. Be better at the math. Be better at trying. And then also, they decide to do the old I voted buttons. In 1920, that's got to cost a fortune. That's not cheap. You're not going down and running off stickers on your Cricut machine. You are printing buttons, and you're having them made, had to be weeks, if not months in advance. A lot of the election bothered me.
And it's not as effective as it is now with social media, where we can shame and show off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We shame people that haven't voted and show off if we have.
That's exactly right. Of course. If you're not posting on your stories your little sticker,
it's
what are you even doing?
Shame and show off situation. I'm big in the shame and show off when it comes to voting, for sure. I love how Lee has this idea. Just voting. That's it. Lee has this idea that he wants Gowan to be Goldie's godfather, and his defense of this is yes, he did kill people in the mine, but have you seen the garden? The garden is incredible. It is like, and it's like, yeah, I know he's done some terrible things, but he made a garden, guys. He made a garden. Elizabeth's class, her students, are all mad at Lucas Bouchard for breaking her heart at the train station. And she has an opportunity to tell all of her students who trust every word she says, no, he didn't break my heart. I broke his heart at the train station. I left him stranded, and I made him get on the train. Does she do that? Nope. Sure doesn't. Does she take any of the blame? Nope. She just goes, people fall apart. Classy. Real classy there. And then I think that's going to be it for me. I think that's it for me.
It's time for the final hopes and valleys. Hey guys, it's time for hopes and valleys. It's where we talk about the things in this episode that give us hope for the future and or are bumming us out. Jax.
I'm really excited to see Fiona hopefully fall in love with Lucas. They teed it up. Faith is talking to her and saying, are you a matchmaker so you don't have to focus on your own love life? Teed it up perfectly. And I am very much looking forward to see Nathan finally get to kiss a woman on this show. And also Abigail possibly coming back. I'm here for all of it. Honestly, I don't have any valleys other than the fact that Ted seems not to want to return my phone call. So I guess it's going to be Zoom for season 11.
So before this episode ended and Gowan, knocked on Abigail's door, I had this thought about how, do you remember one of my hopes early on in the season was, I wonder if Abigail's going to come back, because they're like, Abigail's going to come in and she's going to be in the wedding, and we're like, wow, we're doing this thing. And I had this thought that was never going to happen, because they knew that she was not going to end up with, there was going to be no wedding. So let's just write Abigail's name in there, because we know that will never happen. And so that was a valley, but now I have hope because he knocked on the door. And I will say, they could very well, that could be the end. Gowan could move out of Hope Valley, marry and move in with Abigail, and pop into Hope Valley every once in a while, and that could be the thing we get. It very well could be, but there's been too much mention of Abigail, and then showing the mailbox. I just feel like there's going to be something there. I'm hopeful that it is, and we'll see. And I am my valley is that another season has gone by and there has been no Ghost Jack.
No Ghost Jack.
But there's always next season, and here's to hoping. Dano?
The show's been hopeless for a long time. My valley is that inevitably episode 1 of season 11 will be 3 minutes, maybe 5, explaining that Lucas is fine. And then 40 minutes of some inane plot, like the mercantile's running low on oranges. Or there's a shortage. We don't have enough electricity for the. It's just I know it. I know it's gonna happen, and I hate it already. That they're gonna go they're gonna build all this up, and then they're just gonna shift hard back down into first gear, and we're gonna have some plot line where it's like, the new Model T just came out.
What if next season opens up with Lucas in a body cast, and Elizabeth's like, well, now that I know you're not safe,
damn,
can we?
Ooh.
Because the whole thing was like, I think he was a safe choice. Well.
Man. What a time.
Body bag Brouchard is not such a safe choice anymore.
Brouchard, but
Dang it. But it was, and it just happened. So I don't know either.
Sure.
Do we have a What's Called My Heart email, Dan? Last one of the season.
Aaron sent this to me, and I read who it was from, and I need to tell you.
Which, by the way, real quick, last week we had a What's Called My Heart.
That's right.
It was.
And I got to follow up.
You got to follow up.
She emailed me and explained that there's a bit they do in her, I don't know if it's her family or somewhere, where when somebody says, tell me about it, the person that you say it to basically has to make up a story about it. Like when you say, tell me about it, you're like, all right. And then you it was a young child who blah, blah, blah. And that was the bit she was doing. And we never caught that.
But it probably crushed for her family.
That's right. Yes, exactly. So we did get an
explanation. I love that.
There.
Great, good. Thank you.
I'm seeing this, and I need to go ahead and tell you, I know where this is going. I can tell you already where it's going. And after I read this, and you are all real mad at me, I've not read the whole email, but I can tell you where it's going.
Oh, no.
I want to explain my side of the story.
Oh my god.
And my side
what is happening?
Won't make it much better, but it will help a little bit. Okay. And I think producer Aaron saved this for the end on purpose. This is from Sam Christmas. Okay. Christmas is his last name.
Kickoff tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, kickoff's tomorrow, of course. You can email us. We're going to need some more emails. Producer Aaron's telling me this is our last one for next season. Wow. hello@deckthehallmark.com, telling us what's calling your heart. Hello, Bran, Dan, and Jax. My name is Sam Christmas, and Dan used to be one of my teachers in elementary and middle school. First of all right, I'll read the thing, and then I'll have to do some explaining. When I was in 4th grade, Dan was my PE teacher. And one hot spring day, he lined my class up along the side of the basketball court and told us that he had some exciting news. He gleefully reported that our school's principal had approved his request to take our class to the nearby park for swimming lessons. Needless to say, we were all ecstatic. After we had stopped celebrating and settled down, Dan proceeded to wish us all a happy April Fool's Day and told us to start running laps around the playground area.
Gosh. How old for this kid?
4th grade. Dan made me suffer that day, and I'm thankful that the good Lord has deemed it appropriate now to make him suffer by watching When Calls the Heart every week.
It is good.
In all seriousness, what's calling my heart is you guys. Thank you for all the endless stream of entertainment podcast episodes. They are always uplifting and entertaining. I will likely never actually watch a Hallmark movie or episode of When Calls the Heart, but I will continue to listen to and enjoy the pod. Merry Christmas, Sam Christmas. P.S. Bring back weekly episodes of Yo Gavel Gavel. It was streets ahead.
It was streets ahead.
Before we get anybody who's just going to tell me that I. First of all, did that happen? Yes. But for a couple of things. One, I did not make them run laps afterwards. We are remembering different stories. Uh-huh. Second of all, it was April Fool's Day. It was April 1st. And I taught elementary school PE, and that class had a lot of kids who had family members that worked at the school, and I thought it would be a fun class to do an April Fool's Day joke. And it was a hot, hot day in Columbia, South Carolina, and I was like, gave us permission to go to the pool, and then I underestimated, I was 21 years old, how big of a deal it was. And Sam and I are still friends to this day. His older brother and I are really, really good friends. And I wouldn't do it again. If I could go back, I wouldn't do it again. But 21-year-old me was dead wrong there.
But you're saying that they didn't run laps.
No.
So you don't want us to believe the victim. Don't want us to believe the victim.
No. Sam is making this sound much more dramatic than it was.
Interesting.
I will say I did do it.
Interesting.
I thought it was a perfect age for that prank. I was like, what age? Any younger would be mean. Any older, they'd get it. They would figure it out. 4th grade is wheelhouse. Now that I have children that are 7 years old, I understand that it's mean. And sometimes it takes growing up to understand that. And I do understand that now. But you know what? There were 12 kids in that class, and at least 5 of them have talked to me about it as adults, and they thought it was hilarious. So there's that.
Well, can I ask a quick follow-up? So I actually don't think it's that bad. And I think it could be really funny. I'm just imagining myself doing something like that, and then being crushed by their reaction. Did they laugh, or were they sad?
Did anyone cry?
They were when I said it, it was like that classic kid pause where they all took a giant breath in, and then they all screamed. And that was when that was when I knew. That was when I knew I was in big, big trouble. I was like, oh.
Did any of them cry?
Oh no. And I went, I just went, one more thing, April Fools. And then the second pause, the wave hit them, and they just were like, no. It was terrible. It was awful.
And then you made them run.
They'll talk about that forever. They'll talk about that
running,
forever.
Sam, you can text me. The running is not that. I'm not staying. All these kids are in their 30s right now.
I'm going to choose to believe Sam. Sam's the one that ran the laps.
No, he threw the laps in to make sure everyone understood how mean it sounded. That's what he did. I didn't make them run laps. There's no world.
Well,
Wait, but what else would you do in PE
we
that
didn't
day?
even have a gym in that. The school was so tiny. Like it was like an outdoor basketball court and like we played dodgeball like every day. Like I was getting my history degree and they had me teach PE. They had nobody to do it. The teacher like quit or something a week before school started. So they paid me hourly to do it. And I was just teaching K5 to 8th grade PE. They each got it once a week, and it was like basically dodgeball. Like it was not
just dodgeball.
Yeah, I wasn't like, no, come on. No. And here's the problem is that if there are any other students from that time period who are all like well in their 30s, have kids now, like if any of them are listening, I know what's going to happen. They're going to also email in and they're going to do a bit where they're going to make it sound worse. Please don't do that. Please don't do it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't need, we get it. We understand what happened. I was young. It was stupid. I thought it was going to be funny. I still think it is funny, but was it right? No, it wasn't right. And so I'm very
send emails to hello@deckthehomework.com. That's really interesting that he says that he ran laps and you're saying that he didn't
run.
Well, you said they didn't even have a gym, yet they had a pool?
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. That's the April.
April Fool's was the principal. There was a pool at a park right down the street. And so so it was like.
Did you even try to get permission?
No.
That's actually a pretty good idea, though.
Yeah. See, at that point, I would have, if I would have seen, I would have been like, I have to do this.
I was like, no. I just was like, the principal's name was Mr. Collier. Mr. Collier approved us getting we're going to do a swimming unit where we're going to actually get in the bus and go down to the park.
Oh my gosh. You said a swimming unit? It wasn't just a one-off?
It was a unit.
Oh my gosh.
We know what units mean, man. That means multiple days of swimming joy.
Yes, it does.
Man, that's tough.
Well, I didn't make him run laps. Especially after that. That would have been brutal. Yeah, April Fools got him. Now run your laps. No way.
Yeah, the laps are what makes it brutal.
Yeah. That's brutal. All right, we did it, everybody. Congratulations. We'll be back tomorrow with our 1000th episode, season 6 kickoff, and then we have a wonderful marathon happening tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And by marathon, it does not involve running laps. It involves sitting down for a long time. We will do that. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. What? For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.
Hell yeah, guys. Get some sleep.
That's right.
We did it. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Yep.
I'll see you soon.
Ya.
Bye, y'all.